let's begin. We'll just start sitting up on a little bit of height. Today is an uneven day. So choose your least favorite crossing. Rock from side to side, move that buttock flesh back, and please put yourself where most of your legs are. You should scoot back a little bit more. Most of your legs are allowed to descend, go down, in other words. So my less favorite is with my left leg in. So I go and I move that hamstring back towards the buttock flesh and the buttock flesh away from the buttock bones. I use my hands momentarily to spread and open up the inner groins, spread, the backs of the thighs spread, and then I use my hands here on my knees to sit up nice and straight and tall and roll the shoulders back and lift the side chest. Okay, I will take my glasses off and just put your hands at your heart and try to distance your mind from anything that's gone on before class today, anything that has to happen after class today. And because Iyengar, I often quote this, he says, the body exists in the past, the mind exists in the future, and your breath exists in the present. So be with your breath here in this present moment. Close your eyes completely, relax your face, smooth soft inhalation, smooth soft exhalation. Stay with your breath and try to work on that mind, body, breath connection so that you can be fully present. Gently move your shoulder blades deeper into your back. Keep the shoulders back, the collarbones broadening. Have a longer, smoother inhalation, and on your exhalation, after I quit talking, you will do a silent om, your own om, as you bow your head down. And release your hands on your legs and then slowly open your eyes. Okay. So I'm turning towards the wall. Like I said, having a wall or not having a wall, up to you. But everybody have a strap, a belt, any kind of belt will do. I'm sitting sideways. If you can give me your sideways view also with the right side, that would be great. So I'm sitting in Dandasana, and what I want you to do is feel your legs on the floor. Feel where all the skin on the back of your legs is, where you didn't do a whole lot, you just sat down. In fact, if you can, the gal with the wrist problem, just be careful, but you just lift yourself up a little bit and then just plop yourself back down and see where the skin of the back of your legs is. Okay, now one by one, from the top of the back of the top of your knee, move the hamstring toward the buttock flesh and release that buttock flesh back. Do it again on the second leg. Okay, and then from the calf, gently release towards the heel. Okay, hands right next to your hips, fingers pointing forward. Press. If you do not have long enough arms, you can have a block or a blanket here, but press the hands firmly down. Reach up through the inner arm, ground down through the back of the arm. Dandasana. Okay, now are you paying attention to where the skin on your back, the back of the legs is? Okay, now Urdhva. Hastasana in Dandasana. Reach the arms up, don't change the legs. Keep pressing the thighs from front to back. Fill out the floor with the back of the legs and reach the arms up. If your elbows bend, go wider with the arms. Reach up the side body. And then release down. Okay. Have a small loop in your strap. Remember where the skin is on your on the floor, where the back of the thighs is. When you lie down for Supta Tadasana, that shouldn't change. Everywhere that touches the floor here should touch the floor when you lie down. So what I'll do is I'll scoot in to the wall. You don't have to be at the wall, like I said, but I'm going to keep my knees slightly bent. If I wasn't at the wall, my feet would be slightly away from the wall. But I'm scooting in and coming down to my elbows and holding the edges of my sticky mat. Just occurred to me that I could go a little bit lower with this camera. That's why I got this. There we go. That's going to be better. Yeah. Okay, and then come down, strap, and I straighten the legs, and I feel the same touching of the back of the leg into the floor. Try to fill out front thigh to back thigh. Okay, and now watch this. So if this is happening, the ribs are coming up, you have to bend the knees and scoot the buttock and sacrum area, pelvis forward towards your feet, and then straighten the legs again. Okay, now pay attention to where all the skin is on the left leg. Keep it pressing down to the floor. Bend up your right leg for Pavana Muktasana. So if you see where your knee is, pay attention to that and keep pressing the left thigh down. Shoulders down. You're lengthening the side body up towards the head side and pressing that left thigh down. Change legs. Okay, now awareness on the back of the right leg. Bend the left leg and bring the knee in close. You can relax this foot, it doesn't have to do anything, but press this right thigh down. Okay, back to Tadasana, Supta Tadasana. My ceiling fan. Okay, you have a strap. Repeat Pavana Muktasana. Left thigh pressing down, front to back. Right leg coming in. Notice where your knee is. Loop your strap on the foot and take the leg up. So make the strap so that you can hold it on either side of that loop strap. So I'm just interested in 90 degrees. This is fine. If you can do more while keeping that left thigh down, you can do more. You know who you are. But don't overdo. Keep pressing the front of the thigh towards the back of the thigh. I'm going to come and look at, see how everybody's doing. Most importantly, straighten the leg, the knee. Press the knee back. All right, if you're, you need support underneath your head if you're looking up at the ceiling. You should be able to see your chest, so put maybe a towel or a blanket underneath your head. Straighten your knee, Glenda. Lena, there are two folks in your what I can see, so this furthest person away from the camera needs to straighten the knee more. Okay. All right, are you still paying attention to what the left back of the thigh is doing? Press it down, fill out the floor. with the skin on the back of the thigh. Really reach from groin, that's the left groin, towards the big toe. Okay, and then bend the knee and put the right leg back down. So this is Supta Padangusthasana. I often find this is standing pose week. And I often find that the standing poses go a little bit better when we have our legs, you know, somewhat stretched out. All right, so now mind on your right thigh. Press it down into the floor. Bend up your right, take Pavanamuktasana. See where your knee is. Don't let the right thigh come up, and then take that leg up. Okay, roll those shoulders down, and your shoulder blades move down your back and into your back towards the chest side. Pull the outer thigh down from the kneecap towards the outer hip socket, the head of the greater trochanter. The hamstring pulls from the top of the knee towards the buttock bone. Stretch that leg well. Good. All right, and then release. Put the leg back into Tadasana. All right. If you have a towel or a rolled blanket, would be really nice. I'm just going to take a blanket and I'm going to fold it, not even all very much, just a little, like halfway. And this is how we're going to do Supta Pada 2, Supta Padangusthasana 2. So I scoot in again. I press the thighs down like I did in Dandasana. I lift up this right hip and just put that rolled blanket just a little bit, like halfway underneath that buttock. All right, then I'm taking the strap on the foot, take the leg up. You'll take your strap behind your neck, behind the right side of your neck. Okay, and then you're guiding the leg, you're pulling with the left arm. So if I was showing you, so you could see me better. You guys have your right leg up. I take that strap behind that same side of the neck. And I'm pulling, you will be pulling with your left arm and take the leg out to the side. It's not going to go as far because what I'm interested in is an opening across the pelvis. Okay, it's not going to go as far with that rolled support there. Keep your foot parallel to the floor. In other words, it doesn't turn like this. It stays parallel. The edges, outer edges of the foot stays parallel to the floor.
So the pillow or the rolled towel is under your left hip?
Now I just turned around to show you the other side so you could see it. So you have it underneath, because we're doing the right leg first. I changed so you could see where the strap went. So it's underneath, I go like this and it's halfway underneath that buttock. It's not underneath your tailbone. That leg comes up, strap goes on the right side of the neck, and take the leg out to the side. Okay, now it's really hard to keep the left thigh down, especially with that rolled blanket. So if you take your leg out a bit, even off your sticky mat, that's your left leg. Take it off your sticky mat and roll the inner thigh down. That's the left thigh. Everybody getting there? So Ryan, I can't tell. Have you got the right leg up, Ryan? Okay, yeah, you do. Okay. Nice. And so the right leg is going to the right. The right leg is going to the right. Yeah. It's Supta Padangusthasana 2. Yeah, I just showed on the left leg so you could see where the strap went. The strap goes behind the right side of your neck and you pull with your left arm. Press your left arm down to the floor, even as much as you can. Okay, now revolve your abdomen so the abdomen turns from that right side to the left side. And you feel a nice opening in the lower abdominals and the pelvic area. And you feel an opening in the groin and the inner thigh muscles, the abductor muscles. Okay, and then bring that leg back up. Switch your roll to the left side. I'll show on this side, I guess. And turn around. You're in Supta Tadasana. Roll. Put it halfway underneath the buttock there. Take the left leg up. Put the strap on. Do a good Supta Pada 1. You know, with that at least that 90-degree level or angle. And now put the strap on the left side of the neck. And take the leg out to the side. When you think you've done all you can, move the right foot out 2 to 4 inches. Keep pressing that top of the thigh to the back of the thigh. That's on your right leg. And roll that inner thigh down. Now revolve the pelvis and the abdomen left to right. Turn. Don't change your shoulders, don't change your chest, but it's that lower abdomen that has to, you want to keep that right side of the abdomen on the floor, on near your waist. Keep that on the floor. Okay, then bring the leg back up. Release the strap. Be in Supta Tadasana one last time. I'm going to turn around. Press your thighs down. Okay, bring the arms up, palms face each other. Pull the upper arms back towards the sockets. And now take the arms overhead. Turn your palms towards the floor. And reach your upper body away from the lower body. Press your thighs down. Keep moving the sacrum, buttocks towards the heels. It's Urdhva Hastasana in Supta Tadasana. Okay. All right. Okay, now release, roll to your side, and stand up. Now we got to do a little shoulder opening. There's lots of ways to open the shoulder. I'm going to move my camera back. So I have a wall. If you don't have a wall, just stand by here and I'll show you what else you can do. I have the inner corner of my shoulder on the wall. It's right there. I'm calling it the inner, just barely inside corner of the shoulder on the wall. And I'm reaching with the palm, I'm going to show you from this side. Here, I'm reaching that hand back. And if that's easy, then start to turn. Turn your trunk any amount, but keep that shoulder on the wall. Yeah. Stretch that arm back. Also, if it's easy, you can go a little higher up, and you'll get a bigger stretch. If you don't feel it and it's too easy, you don't feel this armpit chest opening, you're not doing it right. Ryan, do you feel an opening? Sort of, okay. Yeah, keep the shoulder on the wall. Okay, then change sides. So if you press a little bit more firmly, whatever shoulder you're doing, into the wall, and reach that arm back, and then turn your trunk away from that shoulder. You get a nice opening across the armpit chest. Then lift your chest up and you get them even more of an opening. Yeah? Okay, and then release, and then just stand in Tadasana, facing the, well, put your, let's see. Yeah, you can face the camera, it's okay. So I'm facing the camera here. Let me change this just a little bit. Tadasana, a little bit more shoulder opening. We'll do Ardha Hastasana. So I'll turn to the side just to show you. But my left arm's gonna come around and grab some part of my bicep, whatever it can do. And then I'm gonna reach both of them back and lift my chest up. So if you've got a hold of your right bicep, you're gonna feel a big opening here in this left shoulder, armpit, chest. Yeah. And then release. Left arm comes from behind, holds near the bicep. The higher up you hold, the bigger the stretch you'll get. And now reach that arm back. So here I am from the side. Reach that arm back. Lift your chest, same time. Lift your chest. Keep your thighs back. Keep the buttock crease firm. Moving forward and thighs back. Okay, now everybody has a strap. Make your strap a little less than shoulder distance wide. So if you go like this, right? See my strap is a little less than shoulder width. And if you are really open in the chest and shoulders, you can make it a little smaller. Take it behind you, put it at your wrist. Make sure the buckle's not on your skin. Stand in Tadasana. Thighs back, buttock crease, buttock rim forward and in and up. So, tailbone in and up. And now reach the arms back. In the absence of a rope wall, this works. Push against the strap. Try out a little bit more. Reach back. So I'm reaching back and up. And move your shoulder blades deeper into your own back as you lift your chest up. Is it easy or hard for everybody? I have so many people on who don't show me their picture, but that's okay. And Lena, this is hard. Keep the palms facing one another. Don't let your elbows bend. So it might be too tight. If your elbows bend, then you can loosen up the strap a little bit. Okay. All right, we did this on Monday. Someone released from that. We're going to try to do full Gomukhasana, but I'm not sure how that's going to go. So I've got kind of 3/4 of my strap maybe is a loop. Okay, I'm going to show you from behind. We'll put the strap on the left hand from behind and reach up with the right. And I'm going to do sort of a movement to reach Gomukhasana. So it's going to look something like this. And back. Each time you might notice, watch, each time you might notice, can you get that back hand up higher? Maybe at first you only get here, and then you keep working. 3, 4 times. Keep drawing that shoulder back. Okay, and then you say, oh, do I need the strap? Maybe I don't even need the strap because all I have to do is use this strap for just a moment, pull up that left hand, drop the strap, and take a hold of my fingers. But you do what you can do. Chaya, can you lower your camera just a little bit and let me see your left shoulder? Turn, turn, turn. Let me see your left shoulder. Turn to the side. Keep turning. Okay. Face, yeah, sideways. Yeah, face sideways. So I see your entire left side. No, like this. So I see your left side. Here's, okay, so just relax for a minute. Here's what I'm seeing in the pose. So do it badly. Here's what I'm seeing. Do you see this shoulder? It's forward. That shoulder has to go back. Back. So stay with the strap. This is such an important pose for the shoulder health and all the back bends that we need to get our shoulders open for. So stay with the strap if that shoulder is not rolled back. So Lena, can you turn around and show me your other shoulder? Yeah, roll that shoulder back. Good. Yeah, now, yeah. Look, just keep your head in neutral. Good. All right, some improvement. Okay, second side. So my teacher calls this, instead of prying, you know how you pry something open, we're trying to open up our shoulders. My teacher calls it, you're prizing. And what are you prizing? You're prizing the openness of your shoulders so you can open your heart. All right, so now the right arm is behind. The left arm comes up. So you're going this back and forth. Back and forth. Try to draw that shoulder back. Bottom shoulder back. Several times. 10 times even. Movement is key. You ever heard of frozen shoulder? Anybody ever had it? It's awful. All right, and then you decide, do I need that strap or not? Roll that bottom shoulder back. Prise open your heart, your whole chest. Prise it open. Back. Move the forearm away from your back body. And lift that top elbow up towards the ceiling. Now these are basic poses that are just very, very important. Okay. Okay, now make your strap a little tighter than the last one where you had it under your wrists. I'm going to make it pretty small for me. I'm going to put it at my wrist. One more time. This gets any of the Gomukhasana stuff out. If your shoulder didn't like Gomukhasana. Yeah. Move the shoulder back. Move your shoulder blade deeper into your back. Do not let your elbows bend. If your elbows bend, the strap is too tight for what you can manage now. Okay. All right. Release. Okay. So now you can see my wall. This is where I said it'd be nice if you had a wall. So remember, lying down, this pose. It's called Pavana Uttasana, wind relieving pose. We're going to do it standing up. Oh, have your strap. Just put your strap on your I'm going to make just a loop and a big loop and just put it on my left shoulder. Stand maybe 4, 5, even 6 inches away from the wall. Keep your head and your shoulders on the wall. Not too worried about the sacrum. It might come off the wall. So you're doing what we did lying down, standing up. So watch, I bend up the right leg. I deepen this groin by putting my hand like a C shape in that crease. And then I'm holding the knee or the shin with the other arm, with the right arm. Then I say, okay, I'm keeping that groin down. So now I'm hugging the knee in. What has to be really strong in this pose? The standing leg has to strongly pull up and stay back. Keep your head, keep your shoulders on the wall. Hug in tightly. So you could do it lying down. Why are you having a hard time standing? Actually, standing up, this pose should be a little bit easier because you have more length. Standing, you get power, energy, you know, to stand up taller. And okay, Barb, with that knee. Bend as much as possible. Bring the knee in tight. Okay, so just watch here for just a minute. Some of you are going to be able to take a hold of either side of your feet. Watch where your knee is and just straighten that leg. Some of you are going to have your strap. You'll put your strap on, bring the knee in close, and straighten the leg. Okay, Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Shoulders back, head back, stand up taller and taller. Keep the groin of the right leg going down. Use the wall to help you stand up taller. Can both hands hold the strap tight? Standing leg, really tall. Pull up. All right, and then release. Change legs. You're maybe 5 inches away from the wall. Shoulders, head on the wall. Press into your right foot. Make a C shape with your left hand. And then make another C shape with your right and deepen that groin. And then bring the knee up. Okay, and then you can take the foot or the strap and straighten the leg. Just like you did in Supta Padangusthasana, there's no floor for you to press that back thigh into, but you have to imagine there is. Press the thigh straight, and those of you who can't straighten the leg, just stand there with that bent leg. This is good work right here in the hips. This is excellent work. If you're staying in the Pavana Muktasana version, roll those outer hips in toward each other. Squeeze those outer hips in. All right, and then release. We could probably do that one again, and again, and again, but we will move on. That's a good one to work on. All right, so now I'm going to do my right leg. I don't care what side you do first. I'm going to stand on my right leg. And this is Vrikshasana, tree pose, done with the help of the wall. So watch. I'm bending into I'm holding with the opposite hand. I'm taking the foot and getting it high up in the groin. And I want the knee, do you see how low my knee is at the wall? If you don't have the wall, then you're just trying to work on Vrikshasana like this. But if you can, you are pressing the outer foot into that thigh, the standing leg thigh. And I'm going to show you something from the back side. So I kind of lean into the wall and let that knee go down. This outer thigh, when I press this foot into this thigh, I activate this thigh to the buttock. And that keeps this head of the greater trochanter, as Karen pointed out, strong. It keeps all those muscles and fibers strong. So I press, and boy, I can actually feel this muscle working right there. How are we doing? Where's Karen? Do you feel it, Karen? Let's see. Unmute. Karen.
Yeah.
Karen, do you feel it? You do. So it's that outer thigh pulling up into the buttock crease, and you're trying to make that buttock crease deeper, you know, and pull the buttock under you more. This is totally hip work. If you can let the knee go down the wall and then pull that outer thigh back towards the buttock and tuck that buttock under you more. Yeah, it really works well to have the wall. And try to get the knee back a little bit more. Okay, now if you have the wall, let me just change this. If you have the wall, you could take, here I am. So you're here, and then you're here. Push on that outer foot into that thigh and move that buttock forward and under you more as you activate that outer thigh. Push, push, and reach up. Vrikshasana. Root your standing leg like the tree that you're making yourself to be into the floor. Yeah. And then release. Change sides. Yeah, if you don't have the wall, see if you can remember this, you know, next time you're practicing on your own, and work on how that knee goes down the wall. It's really a lovely way to work on Vrikshasana. So my kneecap isn't even on the wall. It's the top of the knee, the top of the or the bottom of the thigh. So I push on this outer foot, little toe side, and I move this buttock crease in. Whatever of the bent knee is. And then go up. Reach the arms up. Ground through that standing leg. Push on that outer little toe side. And turn your trunk. Some of you are going with different legs. So you're turning the trunk basically away from the bent knee. All right, good. All right, release from that. Okay. Uttita Trikonasana. Now you're ready for some standing poses, huh? Stand in the middle of your mat. You are allowed to take one foot at the wall for this standing work. So I'm here, and I'll just take the left foot to the wall, take my right leg out, extend the arms, exhale over for triangle pose. And you're welcome to have bricks or a block or a chair. So push down on that big toe mound. Pull up the inner ankle, the calf, the kneecap, the thigh. And then reach that arm up. Look straight ahead. Keep pressing the foot that's either at the wall or, you know, the back leg hip away from you. So Ryan, you're pitched, so let me show something, maybe you can understand it better this way. If I turn sideways, the body is one plane here. So I'm turning this way. It's not this way. right? So I'm trying to like sandwich myself and line the side of my trunk with this front thigh. So take the trunk back over your hips and over your legs. Then reach that arm up. Bend at the hip crease. Pull up that right thigh. So Ryan, just keep your top arm on your hip. Keep your top arm on your hip. Now roll your trunk back. Back, back, back. Yes, there you go. All right. Lena, try to straighten the right knee. Yeah, pull it up into the hip. Then take your trunk over that right hip. Yeah, and probably, Barb, I'd say just put your top hand on the hip. Yeah, and roll the shoulders back. You guys should have really nice open shoulders from all that arm work. So just use that space that you found here in all that arm work and we'll draw that shoulder back. Okay. Now inhale and come up. I'll turn around to the, rare that especially an Iyengar teacher gives you her backside, but turning around, so I've got my right foot at the wall. I turn my left leg out, my left heel bisects my right instep. Then I extend the trunk out, I keep the legs really strong, reach the trunk over. So I'm just keeping that top arm back, top shoulder back. See how we're doing? Yeah. Push down on the ball mound of that front foot and really pull up your quadricep of that left thigh. Yeah. Head back. Lengthen your the hips, the side body, the navel. Everything's going towards the head side. Everything that is not is your back leg, your back thigh. All right, then inhale and come up. Utthita Trikonasana. All right. Wow. You either have a chair or a block for the next pose. We're going to do this pose through twice, and the first time, just watch here for a second. Left foot at the wall, right leg back, tall brick or chair, tall. Okay. I bend the knee to a right angle. I should probably move mine back just a little bit. Back, 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 back. Yeah, it's better. So I bend the knee to a right angle, then watch. I reach the trunk over and I'm putting the hand on top of the brick and I'm keeping my trunk back. So my buttocks aren't behind me, but tucked under me. And I roll that top shoulder back. Okay, this is all we're doing for the first go around. Can you make your front, that's your right, thigh bone parallel to the floor? Press on that block firmly down with the hand so you can lift yourself up. Push on the wall, if you have the wall there. Yeah, press on that wall board, baseboard. Okay, now do you remember from Vrikshasana, tree pose? I told you you had to move the hamstring toward the buttock and scoot the buttock forward, under you more. So can you do that in this pose? Keep that back leg really strong. Press the left thigh strongly back and root that foot to the baseboard or whatever wall you have there. Turn your abdomen right to left. So those bottom ribs are turning, kind of revolving this way, bottom to top. Okay, inhale and come up, turn around. Right foot along the wall. Left leg out. Turn the left leg 90 degrees. See that your left heel lines up to your back instep. Bend the knee. Exhale, extend the trunk. Keep that right thigh back. Press the hand down into the brick. Scoop that corner of your left buttock under you more. Keep that arm on the hip, back arm on the hip. You're pressing into that brick or that chair so that you can turn your trunk more. Nice. Head back, almost look up towards the ceiling. Yeah, open your chest. Nice. Okay, now inhale and come up. So we'll try to finish the pose. If that was difficult, you just repeat. Right, left leg at the wall, right leg out. I'm going to go to my middle height of my brick. Bend the knee to form a square. Exhale, reach the hand, place it on the brick. Then I'm going to take this top arm, palm up towards the wall behind you, and then take the arm overhead. If the arm is in front of your face, don't do the arm. Keep it on your hip. Means your shoulders aren't ready for the pose. Okay, you're doing a good job, Ryan. Bending almost to that right angle, that's fine. But now can you press that back leg away from the trunk? So the trunk's going in one direction and the back leg is going more towards the wall. A little bit more bend in that front leg, Lena, and it's a nice pose. Bend, yeah. Trust the chair. And Glenda, how about more of a bend in that right hip? Yeah, there you go. Roll that shoulder back. Nice. Knee back, Chaya. Bent knee back, yeah. You know, make the outer knee hug that bicep or wherever that forearm bone meets that bent knee. All right, inhale and stand up. Or come up, change sides. Last time for Utthita Parsvakonasana, lateral side angle pose with the right foot at the wall. Left leg out. Bend the knee to form a square. Exhale, reach the trunk. Place the hand on the brick. And then reach the arm towards the wall with the palm up. And then over. It should be behind your ear. If at all possible, reach. Everything's going to the left except for that back leg. Tuck the buttock forward. That left buttock comes under you more. And now head back, Ryan. Head back, yeah. Nice pose. Turn your chest from the bottom ribs, so that's your left, up towards the right. Good. Yeah, arm just straight up, Lena, if it's too hard. All right, inhale and stand up. Okay. Take your left foot to the wall, turn down about 60 degrees, and take a giant step forward with your right. So your right heel is lined up to your left instep. So the pose is Parsvottanasana, intense side stretch. It's actually the sides of the trunk that you're stretching. But we're gonna do it a little bit different. So my right leg is forward. Remember how you held your biceps? Now you're just gonna hold, your right hand is gonna hold your left wrist. So as the trunk goes forward, the arms reach back. Makes for a really nice pose. We're just going to the concave. Keep your trunk facing forward. Look straight ahead. Can you feel C7? Because I have a lot of awareness in my neck right now. Can you move C7? That's the big, most bottom cervical vertebra. Move it in and take your chin forward. Press down on that front foot, pull up the right thigh. So it's just the concave Parsvottanasana. How are we doing? Front leg must be straight. Straighten the front leg, pull up, pull up, pull up. Press down on the big toe side. See if you can come to a parallel with the floor. So the arms stretch back as the trunk reaches forward. All right. Inhale, come up. Switch the left leg forward and right leg back. Turn that right hip to square your hips as much as possible. So I'm turning, if I show you from behind here. I'm turning this innermost right back of the thigh from inside to outside. Inside to outside. And I push on that front foot. Got it? Sideways. You can put your hand there, it's very helpful. Turn that right back of the thigh inside out. Now press your right thigh back. Now your left leg is forward, so the left hand is going to hold the right wrist. Reach the arms back now. Lift yourself up, be tall. Now exhale. Keep turning the hips just to face forward and take your trunk parallel to the floor. So there's a little saying in the Iyengar community, standing poses, how does it go? Standing poses are teaching us how to withstand everything, right? They make us stronger, they build up our bones, things like that. So they're very important. The basis of the Iyengar system is you got to learn the standing poses first. Legs strong. Press down on the feet, pull up through the legs, extend the trunk forward. So this pulling of this upper arm, with the wrist, I've got my right leg forward in. So I really pull and I get that chest open more. Pull those arms back. Pull, keep pulling and reach the trunk forward. Okay, inhale, come up. Okay. How's everybody doing? You need a break?
Good. I find the hands behind, Cheryl, they help me I actually go down further.
Yes, yes.
Once I get flat, it kind of like pulls out my spine more so I can go further.
It just makes for a stronger pose. It's really nice.
Very nice.
Yeah,
Right, so
I'm sweating, so it's good.
Me too.
Me too. Anybody else? No, okay. So we did this on Monday, so we're gonna give this a try. So you guys that were at the Monday class, you're joining your feet, and I'm just gonna reach the arms out at shoulder height. And I'm gonna put the hands on the floor, on the wall. Or a chair. Okay. Then I'm gonna bend forward. I'm gonna join my feet. I'm pressing down into my feet. I'm pulling up through my legs. You should see, these muscles define in my legs as I'm working on the legs. Okay, then I'm gonna stand on the left leg. I'm gonna look forward to the wall and I'm gonna lift the back leg.
Nice.
to work on Vera 3. Okay, so the trunk is reaching forward, the leg is reaching back. Yeah. Toes point to the floor. Ryan, you have to, you may have to try it a couple times to see how far away you are from the wall, but you need to be at a right angle. So when you bend forward, you look like your hips are behind you. Yeah, you were too far away from the wall. Walk up one more, half a step. Yeah, now straighten your knees, pull up through the knees, look at the wall. And now, standing on only on the left leg, lift your right leg. Yeah. Squeeze your outer hips together. If you want to keep your hips, squeeze them together. Lengthen the trunk forward, away from that back leg. All right, and now release. I know that was a long time. You can just stand up and just have a rest in Tadasana. Okay, you reach your arms out, find the wall, bend in half, press down firmly into the right leg. Go ahead and look up through your arms. Press the hands into the wall and then squeeze those outer hips together. And like you did in Supta Padangusthasana, you press the front of the thigh to the back of the thigh. So you're kind of making a sandwich with that lifted leg. Make it strong. Compress the thigh. There has to be some density to the thigh. Nice. Lena, are you okay?
Cheryl, is there a connection like between the inner thigh of both legs? Like a scissor effect?
Yeah, so you do have to be careful that you're not crossing the groins.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
So there's
no.
okay.
Yeah, and I often find sometimes if I'm not paying attention that the lifted leg, let's go back to the right leg.
Yeah.
The lifted leg wants to cross over, so you have to track it. It's one good thing about using the wall, you can see the leg and you have to track it directly behind that same buttock. And you have to spread, you know how I had my hand here, Karen?
Yeah.
You have to spread that lifted leg, inner thigh to outer.
Now I've got another question on the standing leg. The standing leg, what I notice is kind of like a rolling in and a rolling out here. It kind of from the if I stay a long time, it gets. Can you see my leg? You know what I'm saying?
What happens to me is my calf goes out. Does your calf go out?
Yeah, my calf goes out and I roll in on the inner arch.
Yeah, so you have to press down on that ball mound and lengthen from your ball to the end of your big toe to bring that outer shin in.
Okay.
Work on that.
On one leg, it's okay. But it's this leg.
All right, we're just gonna have fun trying the real pose, but you get to do it with your arms behind. That's why we did that Parshvottanasana, so you had the idea. Those of you who thought that was hard, just stick with that. So I'm turning sideways. I'm stepping the right leg forward, left leg back. Okay, then like Parshvottanasana, my front leg is my right arm is gonna hold my left wrist. Then I'm gonna lunge, and as I lunge, I turn that back foot and I turn that back thigh from inside out. I lunge forward, okay? And then I come up and straighten that leg, and I keep pulling those arms back. Reach that back leg back. Look straight ahead. Come down.
Better than Monday.
Better than Monday. Yeah, so they call Vera Virabhadrasana 3 the most neglected of all the standing poses, yet it really is very important pose for our hips. Okay, left leg forward, right leg back. Left hand holds right wrist. So when those shoulders are pulling back, the shoulder blades are moving deeper into your back, lunge forward and turn that back foot in. Keep pulling the arms back, come up. You can come up onto the big toe of that back leg and then straighten both legs. Reach forward. Hard. Yeah, you don't have to stay long. Lift that back leg, Ryan. Lift it. Yep. Reach forward with the trunk, back with the leg. Any way you can work, Lena. Yeah, you had it on the chair. You can keep it on the chair. That's fine. All right. How are we doing on time? That's an hour already. Okay, so your best Adho Mukha Svanasana. Your best Adho Mukha Svanasana. Those of you, if Adho Mukha downward dog is difficult, please put a couple bricks down on the floor. Those of you who have, tight shoulders, this is really helpful. Got my 2 bricks there. Come on to all fours near my bricks. Or, Lena, you can use your chair too, if you want to do downward dog with the chair. I'll show both. So with the bricks, I'm taking the heel of my hand on the bricks, and then extending my hands forward, tuck my toes under, and up I go. Push the hands forward and the arms back. So I'm in that nice Adho Mukha Svanasana. One good thing, you can really, Karen, you can see your calves here. And if my right outer calf goes out, so I have to really press on that inner foot. That inner arch, and that calf comes in quite nicely when I work on that. Lift your hips, press the tops of the thighs back, just hang your head. All right, and then the chair dog. It's at the wall, so you're safe. You hold on to the outer edges of the chair and walk back. Push the chair. Keep pushing the chair. Push it away from you. So your choice. Spread. Barb? You're going? Or you have a question? Question? Hold on. Yes, ma'am. Wait.
I appreciate it. You are excellent. So thank you. And it was nice to meet everyone.
Oh, thanks for coming, Barb.
Thank
Good
you
work.
for having me. Okay.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. How's your dog today, Karen?
That big toe helped.
Okay, yeah. Reach that big toe forward more and more and down at the ball mound. Press the tops of the thighs back. Move your shoulder blades deeper into you. Push the chair edge more, Lena. Push that chair edge. Push it away from you. Yeah. Press the very tops of your thighs back. Look at your legs. Are you happy with the work the legs are doing? Downward dog, the weight has to come more on the legs.
Yeah, it's getting the weight out of the arms. It's hard.
Yes, got to do that. I love my downward dog these days because my shoulders and my neck are so grateful because my legs are so strong. Okay, here we go. So at this point, it would be, I don't think I have too many takers for Shirshasana. Karen, maybe? Anybody else? Headstand? Headstand? Okay, so I'll demonstrate headstand, and then if you're not doing headstand, you're doing Prasarita Padottanasana. And I'll show you there's 3 versions I'd like for you to work on if you're doing Prasarita. So let's see here. Well, I better keep it there. Is there anybody who has never done headstand before? Everybody's tried it. Okay, good. So I'm going to do it with the help of the wall. I'm going to interlace my hands webbing to webbing, and I'm going to choose my favorite crossing of my hands. I'm going to place my knuckles so that they graze the wall. I'm going to take my glasses off. And I press my forearms down. Then I put the back of the crown of my head in my hands, and I walk up. I keep pressing the elbows down. One leg goes up, then the other. I press the forearms and wrists down. I plug the tailbone in. Keep rolling my thighs in toward each other. I can keep my heels on the wall. I push the abdomen towards the back body and reach up through the legs. It'd be nice if they join, but at this stage of the game, it's okay if they don't. Come down carefully, one leg at a time. So those of you who are doing that are doing that. Lena, you have your chair. So you're taking Prasarita Padottanasana. So you go wide-legged, as wide as you can comfortably go. Bend forward, fold at the hip crease, keep the thighs back. And it'd be nice if your head just comes to that chair. Work the legs. Ryan, what are you doing?
Probably won't do a headstand. I'll do one of the other.
Okay. So the other Prasarita is without the chair. Sideways, I'm just showing you sideways. So I line up my feet are parallel to the edges of the sticky mat. I pull up through my legs, lift up, fold here at the hip crease, hands forward first, reach forward, okay, then I walk the hands back towards the feet. If you can use your hands, I press my hands into the floor to bring my head to the floor. Elbows in, shoulders lifted. So that way you're still getting the benefits of a headstand. All right, Lena, pretty good, but don't let your thighs come forward. Keep pressing your thighs back. And Shia, you're just doing prep. And Glenda. Yeah, it's okay. I'm just seeing what you're doing. Thighs back, thighs back. Go as wide as you can uncomfortably go. Arms up on the chair. Reach the hands forward. Yeah, forehead on the chair. And Pratima. Nice. Keep. Your elbows look just a teeny bit narrow to me. They look, yeah, because you want to have them so the elbow points line up to the outside of the shoulders. That's better. You have more support that way. And Karen, I didn't see you.
Oh, I'll go back up.
It's okay. No. I don't want you to go back up. But you were good?
Felt pretty good. I did it with the brick between my thighs.
Okay, good.
And the strap on my calf.
Have you ever tried a brick between your thighs with 6 straps on your legs?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
But I need a little assistance with that to get them up. Where with just the strap around my hips and the strap around my calves, I can get up.
All right, now Chai, I don't know where you are in your pose, but now lift your sternal notch up to your navel and your navel up towards your hips. Yes, lift up the front body. There you go. I don't know how far your head came from the floor, Ryan. Did it come close to the floor at all? No. Some work there. Love to get you in person. Okay. All right, so now just sit in Upavishta Konasana, please. Upavishta Konasana. That is, you can sit up on height as needed. A lot of people, need to sit up on some height. Have a strap nearby for Parshva Upavishta Konasana. Let's see. Yeah. So remember at Dandasana, I had you take the back of the thigh and pull it towards the buttock area. So do that. Spread the legs apart. Press the thighs down just like you did in Dandasana. You can turn your palms out 90 degrees. Press the hands down. Lift the trunk up. So you should feel the 2 points of your sits bones. Okay, not so stiff shoulders. Point your fingers forward. Roll the shoulders back, move the shoulder blades deeper into your back, lift the chest. Up, up, up. Okay, now put your strap on your left foot. I'll do, so I just have a little loop in my strap.
बस कराता बस चला नहीं where is your hair? You have to do your homework now. बस झालं बंद कर दिवसभर बघतेस.
There we go. Sorry about that. So you have put your strap on, I'll be your mirror image. So you put your strap on your left foot. Take it around the back. Okay. So I'm gonna do this again. Pull those thighs back. Lengthen the calf. Your 10 toes face up towards the ceiling. Okay, so now you're reaching up like Urdhva Hasta in Dandasana. And now exhale, turn towards your right, reach behind you with your right hand and hold that strap and take your left hand to the outside of your, or near the outside of your right leg. So I'm using the strap to turn. Can you see? I'll show you from behind. I'll show you the same side that you're doing. That's what's nice about Dustin's class. He's got Tristan doing the poses and all he does is talk. So I reached behind and I turn. So remember this? So that opening at the beginning of class where we're supposed to draw that shoulder back. So I'm even bending the elbow and I'm turning from the left side of my sacrum is actually turning, won't turn much, but it will turn some, so that I can turn my trunk to be more in line, the middle of my chest to be more in line to the right leg. How's it going? Okay. I should have said if you have 2 straps, put a strap on either foot. Okay, move your strap to the other foot, the
right foot. Sit up tall and straight. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, turn, reach around with the opposite hand. Your right hand comes to the outside of the left leg. And turn, so the right side of the sacrum is turning, the right side of the pelvis is turning, right side of the navel is turning towards that left leg. Don't come off your right buttock bone. Keep pressing that right buttock bone down. Okay, so now we got the parshva part where we've turned all we can turn. Okay, and now come back to center. Take your strap off. I'm going to make kind of just a big loop in my strap. You'll put it on your right leg, something like this. And you'll turn as much as you can. Here's what I prefer to do. So I hold it with the opposite hand, the same hand as your right leg, because you're turning to the right, stays along that outer right knee, calf area. And I'm turning, I'm bending that elbow, and I'm bringing my trunk over for Adho Mukha Parshva Upavishta Konasana. Then I say, okay, that's all I got. Then maybe I stay holding the strap. Maybe I switch to my foot and then head down. Try to not come off the opposite buttock. So Lena, no strap? Oh, you got one. Okay, so maybe you're just doing this pose where you're just turn. Yeah. Turn and lift up. Even go as far as to look up. And that's where you are too, Ryan. Are your legs very far apart, Ryan? Oh, I can't see the other leg. Okay. All right. Pull yourself over that right leg. Turn the abdomen from that. You guys are going to the right, so you're turning the abdomen from the left to the right. Pull hard with your arms. Use your arms. So you can see here, well, no, maybe you can't. I've moved. You guys are going this way, but I'm using my arms, bending my arms to pull myself over. Good. Inhale and come up. Okay. Turn to your left. Put your strap around your left foot. Turn, turn, turn. Okay, then inhale, reach up. Exhale. You got your strap or your foot. Keep turning right to left. Right to left. So draw the shoulders back. So I see some of this. So shoulders back. So maybe some of you are just doing this part of the pose. This is fine. This is the Urdhva Mukha version. Lift up. Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Good. Okay. All right. Now, do some of you come back to the center? Keep your legs like this, because now we're going forward. Shorten your stance just a little bit. Karen, you may not need to, but you might want to just shorten your stance just a little bit. Pull the thighs back. Pull the thighs back. Start to come forward like this. Remember how in the first pose you did, Dandasana, I asked you to feel where your legs were on the floor. So here, you feel where your legs are. Don't change that. Come forward, look forward, lengthen the sternum, the chest forward. Okay, now if this is easy, well then, by golly,
you're taking your big toes, you're taking your head down, you can roll your shoulders forward. The sacrum does not flatten in this pose. So your back is more or less like Paschimottanasana. So let me show you from the side. Pull this back, pull this back. Coming forward, and I allow the head to come down. The legs maintain their integrity. I can pull those elbows up and broaden across the collarbones. Yeah. Any version of that is fine. Is that a hard pose, Ryan? So Ryan, never come forward without having some support. You know, keep your hands on the floor. Is that too much for you even to just do that much? Too much, okay. Lots more Supta Paristhasana in your future. All right, guys. Do you have it in you to do what we missed on Monday? We're just gonna end with just a little vinyasa of some abdominal. So Chaya always asks for this. So this is for Chaya. So from Dandasana, just watch first. There's lots of variations. So I'm going to rock back until I'm not, here I'm on my sitting bones. I can feel my sitting bones. So I'm gonna rock back, and now I'm not on my sitting bones, I'm on the bulky part of my buttocks, the fleshy part of my buttocks. Okay, so here's one version. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. See if you can do it maybe 4 or 5 or 6 times. And I'm pulling, absolutely pulling the abdomen back towards the back body. So I'm here, I pull the abdomen back, suck it in, my knees are bent, I balance, straight. Ardha Navasana, modified Paripurna Navasana. Ardha Navasana, modified Paripurna Navasana. If you're doing it right, your abdomen is kept very firm and pulled towards the back body. Go back a little bit more with your trunk, Chaya, not bad. Stretch those legs out fully when you're in the Ardha Navasana. So Ryan, most guys kick butt on stuff like this. Let's see you. Okay. Stretch the legs out. Okay, so here's the deal, guys. Your legs, and you guys have a good side view of me. Your toe tips in Ardha Navasana are the same height as your eyes. So you're here. So you see the level? So you really have to stretch those legs out and lift the legs. There's an actual reflexive action that's quite common. And when our legs go out, automatically our abdomen tightens. It's good for us. How'd you do? Yeah. All right. Okay. Who regularly practices Sarvangasana, shoulder stand? Karen, that's it. Okay, so Karen, you set up for shoulder stand. You do, and Chaya, still no shoulder stand?
I do Halasana. Halasana is the chair.
Okay.
Oh, I set up for Halasana.
You set up for Halasana. Does anybody else just do Halasana? No. Okay. So the rest of you are going to take a brick. Lena, do you have a brick or a blanket? You have a brick. Okay. Good. Have your strap and a brick. I'm going to take a blanket and put a blanket this like
lengthways this way for my neck and shoulders. So the pose is Chatuspadasana, or it's sometimes just commonly referred to as bridge pose. Let's see. So have a brick nearby, but the first 3 times you're not going to use it. Your strap is going to be right there at the ankles. So the blanket is for my neck and my shoulders. So I lay down, I scoot my buttocks forward, I bend up the knees and put the strap right at the top of the ankles and put the feet down. I tuck the shoulders under, I lift the chest, and then inhale on an exhalation, I hamstring to buttock, right? And I lift up, tuck the shoulders under more, press so much, I can come off my toe tips so that I lift here, buttock crease, hamstring to buttock, buttock to up to hamstring. And I'm holding onto the strap and lifting all I can. So 3 times at your own pace. Maybe you hold for 20 seconds, 30 seconds. All right, Karen. So 3 times. And the last time you'll take your brick and you'll put it underneath your sacrum and stay lifted. I'll show you that in just a minute. So Chaya, are you really working on tucking your shoulders under? Yeah, walk your arms back. Yeah, do that hand position 2 different ways, 2 different hand crossings. 3 times, Ryan. Yeah, you do not have to have your feet together. You might be stronger if you have your feet hip distance apart. Yeah. Now come off your toe tips. Press into your heels and lift the buttocks and the hamstrings way up. Tuck the shoulders under. Imagine your shoulder blades are coming into your chest and your chest is coming closer to your chin. Lift, lift, lift. Nice, Shubha. Very nice. And Karen, you're doing, if you do any variations, the variations I was going to have you do today would be Upavishta Konasana and Baddha Konasana to work on that connection of that outer thigh to buttock. All right, and then that last time, and Ryan, no, do you have a brick block? Oh, you do, okay. So the last time you're doing it, you're tucking, you're lifting, you're taking either the tall brick or the medium underneath the sacrum. You can straighten your legs. Oh, I'm too close to the wall. You may straighten your legs as you are able. Press the thighs down if you straighten your legs. Keep the shoulders tucked under. Lift your back chest, back of your chest towards the front body. Keep the back of your neck long, Glenda. And so you're looking towards your chest. Yeah, there you go. So you let the sacrum actually rest on your brick. And now Chaya, you're joining us. Okay. And that's probably enough
Ryan, that you don't need to worry about straightening your legs? Or did you try already and it's painful? Yeah, okay. In building up towards Setu Bandha with the brick, you don't have to straighten your legs all the way. You can just straighten them like 75%. Yeah. And one day you'll be able to straighten your legs all the way. Keep reaching your arms under you towards your feet side. Can't see if Lena's under the brick or not. Pay attention to your breath and where your mind is. Okay, now bend the knees and lift yourself up enough so the brick comes out easily, and then lower yourself from the top of the vertebra towards the buttocks. And now just lay flat. Let go everywhere. Shavasana time. Just let go. No agenda other than to relax and let go. The ego keeps us from finding, knowing our truest, innermost self, our soul. If there ever was a time to find that for ourselves, it would be at a quite trying time in our country's history. But the good thing is we're all in the same boat. So here's our community, how we've responded to the problems at hand. And we so much appreciate all of our students for sticking with us. Relax everywhere, let go everywhere, particularly on your face, all the little muscles in your face. You can raise your eyebrows and then let go. Feel the eyeballs drop back deeper towards the back of the sockets. Let loose the tongue towards the bottom of the palate. Swallow a few times and let any urge to speak, even silently in your own head, let that dissipate. Let your arms feel as though they're being released from the trunk. Let the legs feel heavy. Relax even all 10 toes. Be soft everywhere. So in Shavasana, even our skin should relax. You should feel as though your skin moves away from your clothing. This is a sign that your brain is beginning to truly relax. BKS Iyengar wrote that Shavasana is much more than relaxing, but it's a conscious movement towards the innermost self. You're trying to find that place where it's always quiet. And then recalling what I said at the beginning of class about the body existing more in the past, the mind existing more in the future, then the breath exists in the present. So connect now to your breath and feel it nourishing all the body, everywhere, from the crown of your head to your toe tips. It's a normal breath. It doesn't have to be incredibly deep, but feel it nourishing your body. There should be maximum recuperation after a good Shavasana. Keep your eyes closed as long as possible as you fold in one limb at a time. First the arms towards the torso, then bend up the knees. Slowly roll to your right side, keeping your head on some support, either the crook of your arm or if you had a blanket for your head. And the left arm reaches over toward your chest and push on that top arm. Bow your head towards your heart and then slowly sit up. Head is still down and eyes are still closed. Swing your legs around, eyes are still closed. Sit in a comfortable seated position. It could be Swastikasana, Vajrasana, Dandasana. Sit up tall and straight, bring your hands to your heart. Honor your practice and one another with just a moment of silence and gratitude for this time together. And for all the teachers who have come before us to bring us the practice of yoga. And especially for the Austin Yoga Tree community. Namaste.